In the cold, desolate wilderness of the northern forests, there exists a legend that sends shivers down the spines of those who hear it. The tale of the Wendigo, a monstrous being born from the depths of hunger and greed, is one that both chills and fascinates. It is said that the Wendigo was once a human, but through acts of unimaginable horror and gluttony, it transformed into something terrifying and inhuman. Long ago, during a particularly harsh winter, a small community was trapped in their village by heavy snow. As food supplies dwindled, desperation set in. Among the villagers was a man named Makwa, known for his insatiable appetite and selfish nature. When the food ran out, the villagers began to grow weak, but Makwa, unwilling to share even the slightest morsel, kept his stash hidden from others. As the weeks passed, the villagers grew gaunt and pale, their eyes hollow from starvation. Makwa, however, grew increasingly obsessed with his own survival. In a fit of madness, he turned to the unthinkable. One night, under the cover of darkness, he murdered one of the weakest villagers, and in a frenzy of hunger, he devoured the flesh. But the meat did not satisfy him. Instead, it awakened a monstrous craving within him, a craving for human flesh. With each new victim, Makwa became less human and more monstrous. His eyes glowed with a haunting hunger, his teeth elongated into sharp fangs, and his skin stretched thin over his bones, giving him a skeletal appearance. The transformation was complete. Makwa had become the Wendigo, a creature cursed to roam the frozen forests in eternal hunger. The Wendigo prowled the woods, its presence announced by a chilling wind and a foul stench. It whispered through the trees, calling out to the starving and the desperate, luring them with promises of sustenance. Those who followed the eerie voice into the forest were never seen again. The Wendigo would consume them, adding to its ever-growing hunger. But it was not just the fear of being eaten that terrified the villagers, it was the fear of becoming like the Wendigo. For the legend told that anyone who resorted to cannibalism, no matter how dire the circumstances, would themselves become a Wendigo, cursed to wander the earth with an insatiable hunger. The curse was a punishment for those who let their greed and gluttony overcome their humanity. As the winter dragged on, the village became a ghost town. The Wendigo's hunger was never sated, and its presence became a permanent shadow over the land. The surviving villagers fled, leaving behind the empty, snow-covered cabins. The forest, once a place of life and sustenance, became a haunted domain ruled by the Wendigo. To this day, the story of the Wendigo is a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked hunger and greed. It is said that in the quiet of the night, you can still hear its mournful wails on the wind, a warning to all who dare to enter the frozen wilderness. The Wendigo remains a figure of terror, monstrous reflection of what happens when humanity is lost to insatiable desires.